So welcome to my house. A little bit different setting today. I've got a package here. As you can see, this is a piece of 4-inch PVC. And I'm fixing to open this rascal right here while I talk to y'all. This was sent to me, which I ordered it, so nobody sent it to me unless I paid for it. But I'm gonna open this here where y'all can see what I got going on. And I'm also gonna talk to you for a little bit. I get a couple questions asked to me on a weekly basis. And it's basically the same question, but it's in a couple of different formats of how it's asked. And so I'm gonna address that as I'm moving this. Now the reason why I'm at home today, I'm in street clothes and all that good stuff, is because we had some serious storms come through our area last night, which was Tuesday night, February the 2nd. And we got missed by the tornadoes right here where I live by just a few miles, which usually we get hit by them and everything gets tore up around here, but we didn't last night. Other people got stuff tore up east of us and everything, so that's not a good thing. So we got about, I hadn't looked at my rain gauge, but I'm gonna say we got 2.5 to 3 inches of rain during the night last night. And so it's just too wet to work. But anyhow, what I want to talk about is I get asked often, people contact me, and I get contacted by a lot of people every week. And they want to know, they want me to give them some advice on logging, on getting into logging. And then another question that I get is, what is the secret to logging? Before I get into that, I'm going to ask this question though. Let me ask it like this. What would Steve Jobs, of course he's dead, he's an Apple guy, you know, and or Sam Walton, he's dead. Or maybe even Donald Trump, he's alive still right now, running for, trying to make it on the ticket for president. But did you walk up to one of them and ask them what their secret to success was? Do you think they would just come right out and tell you? All right, and then also too, think about this. If there was a quote secret pill to success, and I knew where I could go into Walmart and I could buy that pill. I knew where it was on the shelf. And I was the only one who knew where that pill was on the shelf. Do you think I would tell you where that pill is? Probably not. And neither would Sam Walton or Steve Jobs or Donald Trump is going to tell you their secret and all. So, it's taken us, I've said this lots of times, it's taken us a lot of years to get where we're at. And do you think it's fair for somebody who has worked their guts out and paid thousands upon thousands of dollars of stupid tax over the years for somebody to just walk right up to them and ask them, hey, what is the secret? I don't think that's exactly a fair question to ask anybody. A lot of people probably don't really think about that question in that depth. Of course, you can see these are catfish rods, or what these are. These are 4 brand new Tangling with Catfish Extreme Series rods is what these are. They're all 4. I'm not going to open other ones, but they're all identical. This guy that makes these things, they're top notch, man, really good and all that. But ordered them on a Friday and they came in on a Wednesday. I mean, shipping quick on them too. But so get back to the subject. that's not really a fair question to ask somebody. And a lot of people probably don't realize, they don't really think about it at depth, like I was saying, that they're wanting somebody, they're wanting me or somebody else just to give them the secret that has taken years and years and thousands upon thousands, if not millions of dollars to figure out and to get to that level to where they're at. Logging, the thing about logging is there's really no book that says you do it like this or you do it like that. There's a lot of right ways and there's a lot of wrong ways to do it. You know, the biggest thing about logging is, and what I deal with people all the time, it's different strokes for different folks. What works for me may not work for you. And so you have to figure out what suits your fancy, what works for you, and what will make you money. The bottom line is ROI, return on investment. That's what it all boils down to. But there's two key factors, in my opinion, with logging or life or anything, whether it's it's a partnership, a family, or a husband and wife, or anything like that. There's two very key factors. One of those key factors that I truly believe in, and there's no ifs, ands, buts about it with anything. Nobody who has gotten to be massive, one of your biggest of the bigs, a Steve Jobs or a Sam Walton or anything like that, none of those guys have got where they're at without this right here. That's right. Hard work. Y'all see me, I post a lot of videos of me going around on adventures and stuff like that. You have to work hard before you can do that. And hard work is the foundation of everything. But you can work hard and still fail. And so working hard is no guarantee that you're going to make it or anything like that. The number two part that offsets work hard, in my opinion, is this right here. Luck. You can work as hard as you want. If you don't have luck on your side, and when I say luck, I'm talking about being in the right place at the right time, surrounded by the right people, working for the right people. If you don't have luck, you ain't gonna make it. And most everybody that's ever done it, luck played more of a part than anything else. Sure, the hard work is a large aspect, but just being lucky, man. Just being, and just here when deals go down, and everything that goes along with that. So to add a little bit more too, people give me some advice on getting into logging. Let me ask you this, why would you want to get into logging right now? And here's why: because the rates, the profit margins are so narrow now. Equipment costs are incredible. Equipment, parts, repairs, stuff like that are just crazy. For instance, in 1990 we bought a brand new 648D John Deere grapple skidder from a Warrior Tractor over in Northport. We paid about either $115,000 or $120,000 for that machine. And the last I know before the newest series that Deere has out now, I guess, which is the L series, the skidders prior to that, we had not bought one. Our last new skidder that we bought was, of course, a Tiger Cat, the 635. But the prices that I had people telling me that they were paying for those machines were right around $300,000 for those machines. And here's another for instance, and I know this for a fact, like our processor we bought it in 90, not 98, but when we bought it in 2008, with tax and all, we paid $489,000 for that machine. So that machine now is 8 years old right now, and the same machine today, the same size, which we had a 2554 with a 624C Wartall on it. The same machine, which is a 2954 now, it had a little few improvements made on it and everything like that. With the same head, a 624C Wartall head on it, the same machine is right at $600,000. The prices I got were $590 to $595 for that same machine. So in 8 years, that machine has went up $100,000. And it, you know, we bought a little shroud the other day to go on the oil cooler, because the oil cooler's on the processor. It's got an extra oil cooler, auxiliary oil cooler on it, runs off of a electric fan. Well, the fan won't last but about a year. Well, they had an update on it. You had to retrofit all this new stuff. It had to take a new shroud that went on it too. A little shroud, just a little sheet metal shroud, about 24 by 24 shroud is all it was. John Deere got $600 for that little sheet metal shroud. So I mean, you got stuff like that, because once what it boils down to now is one breakdown can break you. And I'm not sure where logging's going to go, but over the last 10 or 15 years, the margin for error is closed down to where, I mean, it's, you know, used to you could have some stuff, have problems, and you could still come out okay, but now, I mean, if you had the least little thing happen, you can be out of business. And I tell you what, right now, there are loggers right now who are broke, and they just don't even really know it. They're hanging on by a thread. They're broke as broke can be. And so if you're thinking about getting into logging, you better do your homework. There's a lot of unknowns and ifs and things like that. But like I said a while ago, I hope this video maybe answers that question that I get a lot. And I enjoy the questions. I enjoy answering them. I try to answer most all of them. Some of them I don't, you know. But so I'm fixing to unwrap the rest of my rods here and get them out. I'm gonna get my reels on them, and thinking about snatching some whiskers off a catfish here in a few more weeks. So later, taters.